Okay, dig this. The tritone. If you take C dominant, you have the third and seventh. E is the third, and B flat is the flat seventh. Well, you just call it the third and seventh. So, if you put C on the bottom, it's a C7. But what happens if I put the same two notes, the same two, oh, by the way, those two notes are called the tritone. Don't know if I mentioned that. Now, if I change the bass note to G flat, it becomes a G flat 7. Same two notes on top as a tritone. But what happens is their values change. In the C7, the E is the third and the B flat is the seventh. But now in G flat 7, it's the opposite. The B flat becomes the third, the major third, and the flat 7 becomes the E. So, because of that, you can use those chords in place of each other. So, if you play C7, you can use G flat 7. If you played D7, you could use A flat. Just think up a flat 5. So, now I'm going to jump to a 1, 6, 2, 5 progression in C. So you got C is the 1 chord, A minor is the 6, D minor is the G, the 2 chord, and G is the 5 chord. So 1, 6, 2, 5. Now if I played like Heart and Soul, you would play underneath. Okay, now in a 1, 6, 2, 5 progression, you can replace the 3 chord for the 1. Okay, the 3 chord is E minor 7. Put a C on the bottom, and it becomes a C major 9. So now instead of a 1, 6, 2, 5, you can play a 3, 6, 2, 5. And the next step is change every chord to dominant. So now you're playing E, A, D, G. And after that, you add the tritone to every other chord. So you have E7 replacing C major 7th, ultimately. Now, for the A minor 7 that was changed to A dominant 7th, use the tritone sub, which is E flat. And then for the D minor 7th, which we changed to dominant, that stays the same. For the G chord, we use the tritone sub, which is D flat. So ultimately, I've taken and changed it to, and if you think about this, because it's E dominant, it has B flat as the tritone sub. So I can use with the B flat on the bottom, or so literally, if you played Heart and Soul instead of, you would play, or maybe from B flat, I'm using B flat 13, A flat. So when you use the B flat first, think of it this way: the B flat dominant's replacing the E, then there's your A. The A flat dominant replaces the D, and then the G dominant. So the tritone itself gives you that option to create what's called chromatic dominant movement. That's it.